I'm ready to tell my truth.
Hey, it's me.
What was I saying? I think I was saying I don't feel like going to work. I don't, you guys. I'm a teacher. I'm not like a certified teacher. In my state, you can work as a long-term sub, basically a teacher if you have a bachelor's degree. So that's what I do. And I think for me, like when you're a long-term sub, you just pick a subject and you could just work like any subject. And I do music, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like teaching music. I know nothing about music. Before I was doing coding, and I really enjoyed that. So it's just like, you know what I mean? But it just is what it is. So I really cannot wait for, I think this is dried out. This is the vitamin enriched face base for Bobby Boss. I mean, Bobby Brown. Bobby Boss. That's the hair from back in the day. This also feels like really greasy as well. I want some type of pore filler, which I know that my e.l.f. is a pore filler, so I want to do that. But yeah, that's what it basically is. I just figuring out like what to do with the kids on a subject that you don't like to see. I'd rather teach math, and I suck at math. But I honestly rather like teach a math class or something than this will have to be like my least favorite subject. Like anything but this. But it just is what it is. But I did have a good class. Like, was it last week? No, it was the week before. I had like so much fun with the kids. I had them like listen to like classical music and kind of like draw what you hear type exercise. And I went and got some. They had these boards in the classroom, so I went and got like these dry erase boards, and yeah. So anyway, enough of that. I'm just chit chatting. Oh, and sidebar, since I'm talking about that, because what made me even want to think about this and talk about it was the fact that his name is like Born Slater or something like that on Instagram. He's like a popular teacher influencer, and he is like quitting. And I'm like, oh, I mean, which is no surprise, like obviously. And a lot of people were asking him like, hey, what's next? And he's like, I don't even know. Like, I think he's just like, a lot of teachers are just over it. And I totally get it. Like, it's a little bit easier to be a sub because that's not really like, you're just kind of like filling in. But my state pays pretty, like, in my opinion, pretty good for a long-term sub. It's actually more than what some teachers make because I live up north. But yeah, like I was so shocked to see that he was leaving the classroom, and like not to even like, be in like his business or whatever, but he was just like a teacher influencer that I was really inspired by. So I'm just like, wow, but his content is so good. So he was in the comments, and he was basically like, I don't know what's next, but I kind of think that he might get into his influencer bag next. That's what I think, because his content is amazing. I feel like he would be a great content creator. And he seems like he's young. So listen, enjoy your life. You can always go back to the classroom. But yeah, I'm just so ready. I got what do I have? Like, no, I think I have 4 weeks or 2.5 weeks or something like that. I don't know. I really wish I had the like financial freedom to just leave right now. I will come back again next year, but I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to leave now. I've been struggling to make it through. Thank God Monday was off. So we have like 2-3 more weeks. A lot of schools have ended, but like I'm ready to go. Okay, ready. Your girl's ready to leave ASAP. What kind of foundation do I want to use? I think I was going to use real foundation. No, I'm going to use, where's my stuff? I'm going to use this. I've been mixing them, but I don't even think I'm going to mix them tonight. I'm going to do 10, which 10 is my color. So I'm going to do 10. This is like, my second time getting sick. So in total, I think I've gotten sick 5 times from August to now. and I wasn't on it with my regimen. So, all right, enough of me talking about that. Let's get into the subject. The subject that I wanted to talk about is, I recently had this subject. I just was thinking about it, talking to myself, because I do that because I was raised an only child. So, yeah. Something that I was having a conversation with, and then also how God kind of like, we'll get into that, but I'm going to be 34 in a couple weeks, and well on my way, God willing, if I make it to 40, I'm not saying most likely because anything could change overnight, but I'm gonna be honest, like, put it like this, there is a possibility that I may be 40, unwed, no children. And I was watching these videos. So Tracy Ellis Ross, we all know she is, she doesn't have kids, isn't married. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'd be cool if I never get married. I'd be cool if I never have children. Like, I'd be good. And then I was also considering, like, I don't think I want kids. So I'm sitting here, having this conversation with myself. And then we live in a generation where when you start to think about something, you start to look it up. Hence is the reason why AI is able to track us so well. Because as I start to think about it now, I'm looking it up on TikTok. And I'm looking up women who are over 40, don't have children. Some of them are married, but they don't have kids. And I'm like sitting here just considering this life, because I'm like, this may be my life, because I'm 34. I mean, 34 is not old to me, but I'm 34 and this could possibly be my reality. So kind of preparing myself for what may be my reality, and then also digesting what may be my reality, which I thought would not be my reality. And it's kind of crazy how, like, we dictate, and then, like, this goes into this, right? Like, we just dictate. Like, when I was younger, I was going to be 25, married with like six kids, because I was definitely going to have 10 kids, like the idiot that I sounded. And I wanted to be a mother, and I wanted to have a family. And that was how I thought my life would be as a younger person. Probably once I got into my 20s, I was like, oh no, I'm not having a kid in my 20s. But when I was like a teenager, I was a teenager, and then when I was in my early 20s, the reason why my dating life even went the way it went is because I was very harped on only want to be with my husband. Matter of fact, from 16, I prayed. I'm like, I don't want to be with nobody else. I don't want to be in a relationship with nobody else. So I moved that way. If I didn't feel like I would marry you at a young age, I wasn't even talking to you. And then I think once I got 21, I dropped that mentality and just started talking to guys for experience reasons, because I just wanted an experience. But that's neither here nor there. So now today, I'm just kind of like, yo, what is that? You know what I mean? And now I'm coming to this truth, because now I'm 34. I haven't accomplished the things that I want to accomplish in life. I need money. But more than money, I just want happiness, and I just want to do what I love. I want to be wealthy? Yes. But wealth can come in so many different ways. I just want to be able to afford the things that I want, and I want to live comfortable. And a part of the living comfortable is the question of, like, do I really want to have children? I'm taking like just a pink powder and putting it on my lids, because I do want to wear eyeshadow. Put a little bit of eyeshadow on my eyes. So yeah, we're just putting that. And then I'm really not doing nothing too crazy. I am putting eyelashes on. This is the Sephora Bright Future, And the color, I don't even know because it doesn't say it. Maybe Bright Future is the color. Child, I don't even know. But yeah, so I'm sitting here and I'm just like, this seems like the color of my skin, but we gonna roll with it. I'm like, yo, F it. Like, oh, I forgot I'm not gonna be saying that anymore. Forget it. Like, I'm not having kids. Like, that is where I was. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't think I want to have a kid. Because last summer, y'all, I had so much fun. Like, me and my cousin had so much fun. That was on a budget fun. I was at the spa. I was in the city. I was at a play. I was in Chinatown. I was taking a trip and went to a concert. Then told my cousin, boom, let's go to a whole nother state. Let's go get a lobster roll. Like, so if I can live like this on a budget, imagine how I can live with a little more of that money on. So that's where my mind is. And I just, after coming to that conclusion, I'm like, is this true? See, once you've been to therapy, some of you guys are psychos. That's number one. And I know a few psychos. Y'all don't know that y'all are psychos, but y'all are psychotic. Let's talk about it. So you guys go to therapy. Therapy doesn't even help you. At this point, I don't even know if God is helping you, although he is somebody who could do anything. We have free will. And you guys still choose psychosis. Some of y'all are psychotic. I'm a psychotic. Oh yeah, we were getting down to nitty gritty. So basically I get down to the nitty gritty and I say, the reasons prior is the reason why you feel how you feel, right? And God can do anything. So one thing about God, he's going to give you what you NEE, okay? Need. That is not how you spell it, but it rhymes, you know what I'm saying? I remember when my grandma asked me, was I deaf? She said, first of all, my grandma always tries to play me and diss me. And she was like, because I'm always dissing her. If I diss her, my grandma's petty. My grandma's coming back to diss me, okay? She's waiting for the perfect time to diss me. And she doesn't like when people insult her intelligence because she might be like handicapped or whatever, but she has her mind. I'm gonna go see what that chick is doing. But yeah. So anyways, she goes, are you deaf? Are you deaf? You heard me, you deaf? And I'm cracking up. Like, when I tell you, I'm crying. And my grandma just looking at me like, what is she laughing at? Like, she, like, are you deaf? Like, you know, are you deaf? Like, you can't hear, like, she's trying to diss me, but it's like, that's not how you say deaf. And I'm like, Grandma, deaf? She's like, you know what I mean? No, I don't. Deaf? Are you deaf? You deaf? I literally, like, don't tell anybody, but I be recording my grandmother because, you know, one day I might go, she might go or whatever. And then, like, one day I was telling her, like, you know, we're not like a huggy type of family or whatever, but like sometimes we are. We're very, very loving, but you know. So I like hugged her or whatever, and I'm like, I love you, and you know, I want to tell you how I feel, you know, just in case you die. And she was like, you might die before me, so what you got to say? Like, I just love my grandma. I have 2 grandmas. Very blessed. My friend was telling me like, you should do streaming, and I'm like, and she's like, and you know what? I'm gonna listen to that chick because the last time I listened to that chick, success happened. I'm gonna listen to that chick because I remember, like I said, she was like, do TikTok. Like, she kept telling me that like early on. And I feel like had I listened to her, I started playing around doing a TikTok here and there, but like she really kept telling me to do TikTok and I did it and it worked. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So is this the right one? This is the It's My Ray Ray brush. I don't know if I have like ADHD or something, but like I talk in circles. I can't stay on the same subject for a long time, but I still have this brush. This is a really good brush. I went to look up BH Cosmetics, y'all. BH Cosmetics is gone. No one told me. No one told me. The last time I looked, Coastal Scents. Do you guys remember Coastal Scents? That was the affordable brand, bro. Like that was the first brand that was affordable. Let's talk about it. Drugstores wasn't hitting like that. The prestige makeup was the only expensive makeup. You had to go to MAC to even get the color palettes. Coastal Scents, that's the name of them. I've been wondering, Jesus, you brought that back to my memory. I know you did it, God. I know. Nobody but you. I know God did it. Okay? And yo, back in the day, bro, we had Coastal Scents and BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics was carrying for the girls who couldn't afford the makeup. Because remember, makeup was expensive. MAC been charging $30-something for makeup. MAC been expensive. It was like $14 for like a little palette thing. Or maybe it was $12. I don't know. To even get all the colors. Coastal Scents came out and changed the game. Y'all need to thank Coastal Scents. Because Coastal Scents walked so that y'all could run. The real girls who couldn't afford MAC know about Coastal Scents. You get your makeup and your foundation from MAC. You got your eye stuff from Coastal Scents. And it used to be good. And the palettes was like $40. I remember $39.99 and mad colors in it. Mad pigmented. They really changed the game. Don't let nobody tell you anybody else. Coastal Scents changed the game when it came to affordable makeup. Then BH Cosmetics came with the brushes. Morphe been around with the brushes, but now I could have sworn, y'all, Morphe used to be expensive, and then they started getting cheaper. Elf been cheap, but Elf been cheap, but Elf quality wasn't TT yet. It took them some time to get their product a little bit better, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Elf, holla at me. Don't hold that to me though. I'm just telling the truth. Your product, I got a bunch of Elf stuff now, but can we be real? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all tea now. Y'all got better stuff than anything. You could do a whole face with Elf now, but Elf didn't used to be like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, back to what I was saying. So, you know, I'm sitting here, you know, having a conversation with myself or whatever, and Jesus, you know, because he got to be in it too. I don't know why I'm lying, because I haven't been talking to him, and I had to, you know, redo and talk. Guys, I'm sorry, I ain't go to church Sunday. Why? Nobody on my own, so lonely, so long. Yeah, so anyways, I forgot. See, this is what I be talking about. Oh yeah, so let me get to the point. So basically, I feel like I was watching Pop the Balloon. So I ended up watching Pop the Balloon, and because sometimes God will give you like little messages, right? And in my mind, I felt like I don't think that there could ever be somebody that I feel like I could actually be with, right? Because like I've had people tell me like all the time, like, maybe you need to lower your standards. And it's just like, it's not gonna work because my standards are normal. I don't care. I'm not lowering a thing. You hear me? You hear me, Grandpa? I'm not lowering a thing because there's nothing wrong with my standards. I would even date a guy with a kid, but it would have to be one kid, and the kid has to be a certain age. As soon as you start it's okay to have a standard, but as soon as you start putting a standard on top of a standard, it's too much. So it's too much because I said that it's all of a sudden it's too much because I'm like, you could have a kid, but your situation with your baby mama needs to be straight. Like, and your baby mama needs to be straight. Like, why would I want to be with a guy that baby mama want to irritate him all the time? Now that's going to irritate me and mess up my peace. I don't got time for that. Like, it's just it's okay to have an issue here and there and we solve it. But I want to be in a relationship with an adult who's connected to another adult. Because not for nothing, anytime you got a baby mama, I just feel like if the baby mama giving you issues, she still wants you, period. She still love you. Y'all still love each other. Y'all fighting and stuff like that. The only time I feel like it's ever peaceful is when you have, and then if you have two, I'm not saying I wouldn't, it depends on the ages. I just don't think, honestly, it'd probably end up being a no for me, because that's just a little bit too much. Like, I know that we getting older, but you being connected to more than one woman, that's kind of a lot. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Pop the Balloon, he had his kids early, but he had two baby mamas, but he had time to grow. So I was like, you know what? Like, Pop the Balloon just be having me thinking. And anyway, so I'm watching Pop the Balloon, and this is a recent thing, and they're doing the after talk, like the talking after or whatever. I'm putting on Fenty, this, yeah. I don't want a lot of makeup today. And I'm just gonna throw this on my eyelids too, because why not? Just to give my eyelids some depth. But yeah, so I'm watching Pop the Balloon, and there's this couple. So the guy is coupled with the girl, and she's just really, she's ridiculous. Like, usually I hate to be on the men's side. Like, I just hate when y'all make me do that, but she was really unbelievable. Like, this is the one where, like, she met she had the guy meet the mom before, like, basically, like, she went on a date with the guy after, and wherever they were, I don't know if they were at a restaurant or not, I forgot, whatever the facility where they were at, her mom went with him. Like, I kind of get being safe, but you can be safe in a public area. You could have been like, hey, meet me at this restaurant or meet me at this location where there's a lot of people. And so you can be safe, and you could have talked to him. But bringing your mother, like, I can understand your mother being at the hotel because you guys came from out of town, but her mother actually went to the date with her. That was insane. Like, what is going on here? What are we doing? Okay. And from that alone, I just feel like that was a red flag. Why are you bringing your mom to meet this guy? Like, that's kind of weird. Like, I understand she didn't want to come to Pop the Balloon by herself, but I would have brought a friend, not my family member. Meeting my mom is a privilege. If you meet my mom, you're either going to meet my mom by mistake or something. Like, I'm not introducing nobody to my mom if they're not somebody that I would be serious with. Like, what? So anyways, even her mom was like at the facility. She's like, okay, let me know when you're done. Like, they're 13 or something. Like, what the heck? Not even 13. We'll say 16. 16 or something. Whatever, a teenager. So during this interview, I'm just looking at this guy and I'm like, you know what? This is like, I don't know. From that interview, he was a good guy. Like, he seemed like a good guy. He seemed like, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just, you know, when you just be thinking like there would be nobody out there that would kind of be a match for me, because I never found it. But he was just like just the way that he was acting. I'm like, so there are people like this out here like that. There are people who are like, he seemed chill. Like, he was Christian. Like, he was just giving her a lot of benefit of the doubt. I understood his side and what he was saying. He was a little quirky, a little geeky, but he was handsome. Like, you know, he obviously had his issues too, but I just feel like she missed out on a good match. Like, you know, usually to Pop the Balloon, I be wary of it, but I think that there's some people who are going up there who are actually trying to take it serious, because I think that BM and Arlette are very serious. Like, this is like, come up here for love, like, not to play around. And I think that, I want to say a lot of people, they get to play around, but now they're starting to get people who are more serious. But you can see why she's single and been single for so long. It isn't because of standards. She's just unbearable. Like, girl, the boy would, like, he was trying to be so understanding of her. He was like, you know, even I would like move out there, you know, for love. Like like he really wanted love. And I was like, you know what? Just like I said, just from that episode, I'm like, so there are people out here that I feel like, okay, if I got to know that person, that could possibly be a person that I could be with. So that's basically like what I was thinking when I was watching it. I'm like, oh, so I say this to say that I don't know what's going to happen in my life. I don't know if I'm going to have a family, or I don't know if I'm going to have a family. I don't know if I'm going to be single. Either way, I am going to be happy, because at the end of the day, I feel like at this age, I'm really content with I'm not content with my life as a whole. I want to better my life, but I am content with being single, and I am content with not having children. But I also, for the right person, would have a family, would have children. I just can't do it and not have no money. We have to have money. I'm not having kids without money. But I, you know, like, because finance means freedom. That's how I feel. But anyways, it just made me realize that at that moment, it's like God can do anything. I think that there is a little, is it 15 already? I'm talking a lot. We're going to wrap it up, because we've been talking for a long time. Okay. So we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to show you my final makeup look. So let me put this brown liner on actually. All right. So I'm going to put some MAC Studio Finish all over my face. And I use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin tint. Like I said, I don't want anything too crazy. And then I'm going to use the Cheek Thrills Beach Bonfire Morphe. All in all, I just feel like, I do think like I'm the type of girl, and I was just saying this because I was like looking at Cash Doll and how she looked, and you know, she really like has found her worth and stuff, and I think that that's beautiful. I'm gonna put liner on. This is actually eyeliner that I just put on my eyes. This is the Double Wear by Estee Lauder. I wish I would have bought a bunch of these, because when I tell you I love it, baby girl, I love it. I love it. Okay. So, oh yeah, this is the point that I wanted to say, and then I'm gonna get myself together. Like, I just don't want I don't want to be male centered. I don't want my life to be centered around a man. Like, I don't. But I also want to be open that if the opportunity should come, that I would give it a try.
Hey, it's me.